Guys, welcome back. Life, love and the pursuit of real estate. I want to talk about, very briefly again, the practice of learning. And one of the things that I find is that all successful people that I know, whether they are multi-millionaires, billionaires, or whether they're just living a really good standard of living with a great job and plenty of time off and plenty of holidays, etc., is they understand this, the practice of learning. And like anything, there is a process, hello Greta, right? There is a process of learning that with some people is habitual, is they just love to learn. So they read books, they read the papers, they're on the internet, they read all the market updates, whatever it might be. And I know a lot of people that know a lot about the stock market that don't invest in it, right? And they don't invest in it for no other reason than they've just got other priorities, but they love the stock market. And I can tell you that they probably, in some of those cases, they know more about the stock market than my friends that invest in it daily. So therefore, when we have dinner conversation, it's interesting how things come up. So what I try and do is if I don't know something, I try and allocate myself an amount of time for it. Now, one of the things that I've learned, which is basically suits me, so therefore some of the suggestions I give you aren't necessarily scientifically based. I'm telling you what I've actually done that works for me. I've found for me to learn something properly, it takes me about 20 hours, give or take. That doesn't mean I'm an expert at it, but it means roughly about 20 hours worth of research work over a selected period of time will allow me to have a very good understanding of it. It doesn't matter whether it's a mining company, a property development, whatever it might be, but about 20 hours is roughly it. Now, I don't abide by that on every deal, but it generally, when I look at something and I go, I'm going to invest millions of dollars in this, I know roughly it's going to take me half a week's work, at least, of solid work. And if I space it over a period of 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 weeks, I generally know I've spent 20, 25 hours on it in doing research, having a look, going out, driving around, doing all those sorts of things, talking to consultants, etc. So that's roughly, so then I know I've roughly got a time allocation for that. Now, so what I've done is just in relation to a scale, I know that as far as practice time goes, that if we say that's 20 hours or so, just to give or take, and we can call that research time or practice time. Now, so I know that my performance level on that deal or that investment, etc., is going to be very much based on how much practice I do, because repetition is the mother of skill. You want to get good at something, keep doing it often, and more often. Now, so therefore, for my performance to be higher, right, I've got to do a lot of practice. So therefore, if I want to rate my performance up here, whatever the quotient is, whether it's 1 to 10, whatever it might be, then I get a triangle of where I want to be. So the reality of that is that my practice is going to be enhanced, is going to enhance my performance. So therefore, along the way of practice, it might be I need to get people in, I need to seek advice, I need to do a whole range of different things. But with every deal that I've done, and for my friends that are very close to me and I've seen them be successful, I can tell you that everything is in the prep. The success of the deal may be 20%, but 80% of the work is done here in the practice time, in the prep time, in the seeking instruction time, in seeking advice, etc. So I operate very much, and I like triangles generally, but in this period of time, this is going to determine my performance outlet. So what happens here? The higher up I go and the more practice I do, the greater my performance is going to be. And that's how simple that really works for me. So hopefully that helps. Good luck. Stay great.